Hi, John Lay from Down to Learning with another Hot Take Review. Today's Hot Take Review is on Rali, which is a learning experience platform and a really unique organization that takes a different approach to learning systems. What Rali ended up doing was, I just got off a 1 hour briefing with their co-founder, so I'm real up to speed on what their solution is and how they're going to market with it. Their solution is a combination of a learning experience platform, but it's not empty. What they did as a business model is they went out the top different content providers in sales and leadership and diversity and about 5 or 6 different areas. And they partnered with these organizations. They took these organizations' content and they basically created different initiatives that an organization can use to inspire change across those different topical areas. It may be one vendor or multiple vendors, but they basically mix that content. So like an Open Sesame or somewhere else, all that content's out there and you got to figure out what to do with it. What they did is synthesized all that content and used their experience of being executives, learning executives and change executives inside of some of the world's best organizations, including Microsoft, American Express, Children's Hospital in Georgia, as well as Motorola. So they took their experiences and they formed these learning plans. Now, a lot of LMSs or learning experience platforms can do learning plans or training plans, but what they did is really organize these plans into multiple levels that include learning activities, doing activities, coaching, and feedback activities, and then finally how to inspire going forward. Because those steps are, what's needed to really change behavior in any learners. And so they're very scientific behind their instructional design and instructional theories and why everything works. And so it's a combination of almost like an instructional technology design class with it actual being in practice with a technology platform. Some features inside of there then are really meant to engage learners or not are meant to engage learners to have them be more active. And so the social learning aspects as well as the gamification aspects are threaded throughout really superior learning type activities. So for example, one learning activity is interactive video. Interactive video certainly exists in the industry. What they've been able to do differently is take interactive video and combine that by the awarding of points for different things. You can still have the questions pop up, activities pop up, comments that happen at certain points in the video. But when the next person goes through that video, they'll see your comments. And so there's like a running commentary on the side. So when it hits like 9:34 in the video, the comments will pop up of what other people said or resources or part of the collaboration. And so the content gets smarter and more useful as your cohort goes through. And that cohort could be a prototype of 50 people, or it could be tens of thousands of people going through there. And then on the reverse side, from administrative and analytics side, they can see any piece of content and all these videos and all the diagrams of when people are dropping in and dropping out of the video, what they're answering, where the comments are. They're awarding them points for comments. We're showing on their dashboard. And what they're doing is every 10 seconds, they're taking a snapshot where they're evaluating the learner's mood or their sentiment. They're also monitoring if somebody is an influencer because they're influencing and driving other people to get comments. And they're also have an algorithm that measures the engagement of the learner. And so they're measuring those 3 things every 10 seconds in any piece of video content, for example, and that's getting into their data and analytics engine where they have the pre-built views to look at that, identify trends in the sentiment so you can actually see, what content is working and why not, find out what people are actually asking about, commenting on, and change and update your learning plans in the future. The learning plans that they provide are frameworks, but you can modify them. The licensing and copyright rights allow for that. You can add your own content along inside or around that as an organization, so you can really personalize it and make it just like yourself. They got like polls inside of there, so you get real-time polling data that can be part of this. As far as that interactive video, they've got an integration with Zoom so that when you take a Zoom class, it's automatically recording. It brings it into the system. It plays it the on-demand through that version and turns it into that interactive video. So pretty cool stuff with that. The interface itself is centered around the learner and what's their next step in the process. Here's your next learn thing. When you do the do, that's the concept of uploading something to the system or filming yourself doing something. You can actually select from a list of your cohorts who would be a peer to review that. You can have configure it so that instructors or facilitators are reviewing that, providing feedback. That feedback goes into discussion groups. Other people can comment on it. You get points for that, all tied together. So real neat way to think about using technology to inspire big change, big change initiatives in your organization where you really need to, change the mindset of everybody. And certainly in those areas of DEI, leadership, sales transformation, quality improvement, and Chrysalis Coalition are all pre-built areas where Raleigh has an impact and can have a measurable impact in your organization from a T&D standpoint and from a change of behavior standpoint. So there you have it. There's my hot take on Raleigh. We hope to see you on the next. You can find more of our independent content at talentedlearning.com.